Okay. This is so funny, right? Oris, the mic is covering your
That's
face.
so maybe we should
Let's
do
put it
it.
by the side.
Okay, no, then let's do it that way.
Yes, that's better.
Okay.
I just like it.
That's so weird. Let's move it like this. It
Make
might
like
be
this.
weird.
Is it? No, I told you that way. I thought James had it right.
Yeah, we had it right.
Wait. Let me do something.
Yeah,
Tell
like
me if you
this,
can
then
see.
like
Let's
this.
move this way
If we
for
could
you. Is
raise
this
this
better?
thing up like this.
Is this better?
No. Let James
If this
have
one
it.
could
Okay.
come up like this.
Oh my god,
No way
this
to
is
type
so
this.
weird.
I agree.
Let's see. Okay, as long as our face is shown, sure.
No, my face wasn't sure. James, I thought you had it right just now. Leave
You
it
scattered
down
it now,
and move
but you
it
scattered
up.
it.
It's not me. It's Zibby.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to help.
Zibby is the wasabi.
Oh my days. All right. Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. This is the Grapevine. Yes, it is. And we're trying a new seating arrangement today. You have to be on the live stream. You have to see this. Like literally, James, Oris, and I are looking like triplets.
Sandwiched together.
I know.
I feel like
It is true, love.
I'm struggling for accommodation.
At least you're not under the bridge. I'm paying 250.
I mean, at least I'm sitting close to you. It's okay.
Exactly, it works. But see, you really have to see the setup. It's something. All right, welcome to the Grapevine. It's Zibby here, and of course, I've got my co-analysts with me this morning, Oris and James.
Yeah. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Zibby. Good morning, Oris. Good morning, wherever you're listening from. Look, shout out to you and thank you for always tuning in. We're live.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. The pundit is here.
All right, he is. All right. So as always, you know we love it when you're a part of the conversation. So the WhatsApp number is 0809 440 981. You can also tweet at smooth981. And yes, we are streaming live on YouTube. You have to see this. It's smooth981 up on our YouTube channel. Tayo says, I greet all of you like Tenny greeting IBD Dende for the birthday wishes. It remain cake. Yesterday was Tayo's birthday, by the way.
Oh, Tayo, happy belated. In fact, it's happy birthday, you know.
Happy birthday, Tayo.
Yeah, but
shout out to you.
Not only birthday, Tayo go chop. So you guys have to do something.
No, but he said it remain cake to bring to us.
No, exactly. Tayo needs to go show us a video of him doing exactly what Tenny did for IBD Dende. So yeah, so prostrate, please, and send us a video. Thank you very much, Tayo.
Birthday.
Let us see the actual Tenny move.
Okay. Let's see. Saint Fajo says, President Zibby, oh yeah, I am going to YouTube. Triplets, we are in, man, my guy. Yes, we are. But you know, it would have been nice if we're all wearing the same shade, though, right?
Smooth FM doesn't pay me enough.
But it's still balanced. We both have white. I have a different color.
When you send me a shirt, I will.
Okay, we'll get you a Smooth FM t-shirt.
There you go. Yeah. See,
we'll get you a Smooth FM
t-shirt. Though.
250K yearly rent. All right, let's start off with Maven Records. While Tayo is celebrating his birthday a whole day after, Maven Records are celebrating 12 years of impacting the Nigerian music industry.
Absolutely. I mean, shout out to Don Jazzy and what he's been able to Don Jazzy, Tega, and all the crew for what they've been able to do in the past 12 years, man. Like yesterday. Look, that guy or the company generally have been able to breed a good number of talents in Nigeria that have been celebrated, have really done great in what they do. And Don Jazzy has over time evolved and reinvented himself and the company and Tega, and in fact, shout out to them, and we say congratulations and cheers to more years to come, because it just feels like they're even starting. I mean, if you count the number of artists that are actually doing very well in Nigeria today, there's no way you're going to miss out on the Maven artists. So kudos to them.
Yeah. I don't think we can do this without at least remembering that this is the man that was called influencer not long ago. So if his second successful music company is doing this well, I'm not really sure this is somebody you can. So people, of course, were saying that he's into an influencer, blah blah blah, whatever it is. But fact of the matter is that what, this man is so much bigger than that box. Our friend Whiskey wanted to put him in. If somebody can create something this big in a chaotic space like Nigerian music, I think he deserves like incredible props. Let's not forget that he had done something of the nature before with More Hits. You know, of course, when that dissolved, man, we started drive, and then he has Maven, and it's done 12 years. It's incredible. And let's not forget again, I think he sold to UMG a few months ago.
We spoke about
So
that.
so it feels like if you are thinking of progress for a music company, you really have to be thinking about Don
Maybe.
Jazzy. In fact, the man himself, you know what, about Don Jazzy and what he's been able to create. People like or other labels that also have some kind of popularity, like YB and Lel. I don't even think they compare, frankly. And maybe Chocolate City, you know. But even Chocolate City feels like it's like, yes, exactly. So they are still there, you know,
Right.
but it doesn't seem like they affect the culture in the same magnitude, at the
Right.
same level that Maven does. So yeah, big congrats to Don Jazzy. You are so much more than an influencer.
Now I'm curious about this though. I mean, Maven had a I wanted to use a slang, but I'm gonna use a real word. Had an amazing lineup, right? With artists like the band, and then of course
That's
there was
Mohits.
Mohits, I beg your pardon, Mohits. And then Maven has its stuff. And of course, Maven has the added advantage of social media and a youth population. But in terms of talent, though, which do you think had the bigger stars?
I think that I'm not sure it is fair to compare
Compare.
both.
Yeah.
But if we must do it, I think we just have to admit that, you know what, the current stars are bigger. And that's not necessarily because they are more talented or anything, just because the space has opened up a lot more over the past decade, you know, and these guys have done 12 years. So it's, yeah, so people like One Day Cole, these are like the foundation. And generally, you do not think of a foundation as something that is like extraordinarily elaborate. Maven is, I think it has more structure. There's more money. I think 4 years ago or something, there was the news that Kupanda, a particular investment firm, had like put in money into what's it called?
Yeah.
Into Maven.
Maybe.
So that of course means that more money, which of course means more rich. A lot more than they had. I'm not even sure what the investment was like for More Hits. Maven has significantly more money than More Hits did. And I think they also have more people too on the platform. If you think about it, back in the day with Maven, we saw the conversation about who was the most talented person. It used to be just One Day Cool. That's what we used to think of. The band was super entertaining, you know, but we felt like the real talent was One Day Cool. I think now you would say that vocally, Rasta is decent. Even the other guy, who I really think is good but deserves more. What's his name? Magix.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's still there.
Yeah, there's Magix there, you know. Who else is on the lineup? Then people like Crayon. So they've done really, really massive. Because if you think, if you think about it, in a different dispensation, I do not think these people would be as famous as they currently are. So, but there's more money into the space. There's a lot more awareness. So yeah, so I don't think anybody can argue. You might think of the foundation of Nigerian music as something that's connected intimately with the first company, Mohits. But in terms of like which of them is bigger, undoubtedly it is Maven.
Okay. Okay. So just curious, Ricardo Banks is out.
Yeah, I think
Corey Bello is out.
Yeah.
Yes, I think
they
he's
got
been out,
that
yes.
that time. They're done with that time. So I mean,
But I think they were Maven, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I think the first iteration of Maven. So that's the good thing about Maven, right? Like it
Oh.
looks like they just keep
It's like a
moving.
button that keeps
Exactly.
Let's not also
Yes.
forget that Tiwa Savage was in the merger at the time.
Exactly. Yeah, Tiwa Savage was originally part of Maven.
Yeah,
What
and
he left
Dr. Sid.
for-
Don't forget
yes.
Dr. Sid.
Dr. Sid,
Yeah,
yes.
I mean,
The doc.
they've had a
but
great lineup.
Was it Dr. Sid also? He was also in Mohits.
Mohits,
It was one of
Maven
the few
too.
people that like moved into
Yeah.
Maven. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you're saying. Ali says, Zibby, you and the crew should always let the Grapevine Afro beat to play for a while. Remember, it's Afro beat style. Yes. I was literally shaking my body to the beat. What song is that again? It's from Femi Kuti. Yes, it is from one of the fellas, like you said.
Bang.
Tayo says, I'll send an appreciation video to your DM. Don Jazzy and his business is a systematically important business brand in the Nigerian music industry. Congrats to him. Let whiskey do if he did easy.
Run now if
Influencer
easy.
with it, this guys. Is the duo DNA still on Maven?
No.
No. I don't think they are.
Okay. St. Fajo says, Don Jazzy is like a brand that doesn't grow stale. Mohit without social media was lit. One day call, that guy's voice is golden. Imagine a guy pitch and sustained at his age. How old is he? Isn't he just like 30 something?
Yeah, he is.
32 or 33.
No, he's older
No,
than
he's
that.
older. Of course,
Probably
he's
his
older
late
than that.
30s.
Is he?
Late 30s, late 30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Money is good, but the structure and foundation was epic. Wasn't Ricardo Banks with him before? His boys and products were and will be good.
Don't mind James. He's not 32.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'll just.
I think he might be 38 or 39
Yeah, I
around
think,
there.
I think it's closer to 40 actually.
Okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw him perform in December and I was amazed at the energy this guy had. Like,
really?
yeah, he works the crowd. And it was a reggae
Bad
concert.
I'm happy
but he
to
was
hear
there.
that. You know, I remember
Rocked it.
there was
Wandiko?
a very famous.
Yeah,
Come on,
one day.
Wandiko can.
There was
Wandiko is one of the best artists in this country.
Like,
For God's
I
sake.
feel like he's underrated.
No,
no,
he's not
no,
that. No, he's not.
unfortunately, I
He's not.
think that
He's not
early in
trying.
his career, maybe he was underrated, but now
Before,
he's
yes.
adequately rated because the
Really?
problem
No.
is this: is he
Of
has
course.
not had an album that reaches anywhere close to his first album. I think that's a
Yeah.
big issue. I think that's the only, in my own view, at least,
Challenge.
yes, it's the only blight on his reputation. That his two subsequent albums, including the
Mm.
one where he's asking legend or no legend, that's which was the last one, just isn't very good, frankly.
I think that happens to
That's
a
the
lot of
problem.
artists. You do something so big and then you can't top it because
No,
it's
so
just
remember, I
impossible.
think it's a new, it's come on, almost like a new thing for some of our major artists. Remember, back in the day, P Square had like a run of 4 solid albums. Two-Face had like a run of 2, you know, but he had another one, Unstoppable, which came after, you know, which was a very good album as well. Who else? FaZe, for instance, had 2 as
He
well.
did?
So yeah, there was a time. Good. Anyway, there was a time when it felt like, you know what, our artists put in a lot of work into their albums. Now it feels like, okay, you have 3 singles, just pad the rest.
Oh,
Except of course,
right.
you're
I was
on
going
Malay.
to say, really.
You except you're on Malay, who I feel like, yes, you actually put
I was
in
going to
some kind
say
of
that the structure of
the business,
now is
yeah.
different. You know, and so what a lot of those artists, even the artists that have been able to cross from back to present,
Yeah.
is that they lack the structure, but that's in their own arrangements, their own personal arrangement. They lack structure. But what has really helped in this day and time is the advent of the streaming companies, the DSPs, who sort of some of them come in partnership with you as an artist, which is why it will be easy for someone like Joe Boy to leave or to be done with Mr. Easy's platform Empower. Do you understand? And then partner with I think one of those other companies, and he will still be doing very well. And because they give you an advance, a good advance, and they'll support in every way to cushion your finances and everything to help you to be up there, you know. So it's just a difference of because right now One Day is working with Empire. And I know I see that Empire too is doing a lot of work to see that, you know, he's good where he is and also keep making the music, and they'll do handle the distribution and every other part that needs to be handled. So
but why hasn't my own question is just like, why hasn't that just led into like a very decent album? I don't think One Day has made like a great.
Do you think he has a chance, or is he done?
I think that One Day would always show up every now and then with a decent single. A body of work for me, because frankly, when I think about Wanted, which was the second one, and this Legend or No Legends, 2 of them, if they were like 12 songs on it, only like 3 or 4 have any kind of replay value, which is really, really abysmal considering the level that Motion to Mo hits back in the day. So that for me, like I said, that's the only issue. That's the only reason why you can be asking Legend or No Legend, you know, because if those 2 albums were super, even if you had like maybe 3/4 of them were fine, the songs on those albums were fine, I don't think that there'll be any question as to One Day Cole's legacy. People still think of P Square as great. It's because they remember that, look, those guys had like a 5-6 year run of like wonderful stuff.
Oris, that I think that also happens. It's also about the number of singles that, like singles that your career or your project has produced. Because right now we're actually in an era of singles. If we go back again to someone like Timaya is still relevant right now because he keeps giving them one hot single.
But we do not speak of Timaya on the same level we speak of One Day when we're talking about like legendary runs or stuff.
What do you mean?
Timaya is pretty much up there.
Come on, you cannot.
Wait.
Don't say that.
No. The point is this. Okay, if I asked you, does Timaya have a classic album?
That's what I'm saying. Right now.
It showed up in the time. It showed up in the time where albums were.
We will not. we'll still not
Yeah.
disregard
I
the
like how Zibby
first
think.
album. We'll still not disregard
No,
the first album.
very
First
good,
album was
very good
very
first album,
hot.
but just 5 songs. So it's not like it's kind of like an EP.
Yeah, but
That's
that's what
the
I'm saying
only
that
thing, right?
right now. But you still can't talk about, and you cannot even. What's the other one?
Longevity does not mean like doesn't give
Rebirth
you
album
legendary status. I don't think.
wasn't bad
Which
at
one?
all. His Rebirth album wasn't. Timaya's Rebirth album wasn't bad at
These
all.
are not
You know,
not bad.
but
I'm
the
just talking
time-
about like great albums.
No, because in this
But
country,
yeah,
still you
how
can count how
people
many
have
great
great
albums. Great
albums?
album,
Okay,
really?
wait now. Like I said earlier, Two-Face has 2. His first 2. I don't think anybody would argue his first Two-Face albums. The Bunch is the Entertainer album. You get Wizkid, Superstar. We all know. I think we all generally agree.
Mm.
On Malay, his first one as well. You know, there are people who just have these things. I'm saying to you now that Timaya, great. I just feel like when you talk about legend, you have to compare it with the actual work that is produced, not just longevity. The fact that Timaya showed up like for the past 12, 15 years. And again, let's not forget to PR. How much of your personality is something?
Right.
Timaya has
okay.
never really had that. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, you know. Timaya has never really
Timaya has
had.
always been bad.
Yeah, because think about it. Someone like Davido doesn't have a classic album either. However, in 10 years, you think of Davido as somebody who was great only because he
He had
has great,
banging
excellent PR, exactly.
Right, right,
And his
right.
singles just keep showing up and they consist over the past maybe 10 years.
Alex agrees with you 100. Okay, Alex, you made your point.
Okay, let's see. Saint Fagio says one
You
day
are well.
32. Ha, he don't all do. Imagine he's a footballer. One day I just checked. He was born in 1985. So he's 38 or 39. Okay, yeah, around there.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's got some years. You're still listening to the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1. Stay with us. The conversation continues. Okay, let me move this a bit, James. You're kind of you're almost out. I can just see a little bit of
Oris, you mean?
Oh, me, right?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't push me. Don't push. They want to adjust it. Why you dragging yourself to this side?
Better now, yeah.
Look at the way they said they want to adjust something. I'm not coming to drag. What's this? Don't disturb me.
James, stop hounding Oris.
I'm not moving. I paid for the seat.
I would even, don't worry. When I'm going next week, so you both can continue. Continue.
Don't Zoom. Don't worry.
You will join us on Zoom. Okay, you can move a bit closer now. Because I've made
Let's just move before you say I'm crowding him. So let's just move first, please. Make we not cause civil war for studio.
Okay, so I see what you did. You had to use this for YouTube instead of no. This is Zoom. We're all on Zoom like this.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're streaming.
You just want to see yourself.
So is this on YouTube?
I don't know.
Is it?
Maybe. I think so.
It's the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1. It's Zibby here, and of course, I have my other. James, can you let me say your name first?
That's my name.
I've got Oris and
Yeah.
Silas.
no, Oris and that's your name.
Actually.
All right, let's talk about Nas Boy. Now, Nas Boy says he's received death threats over his comments about Wizkid. Are people taking this fandom thing too far?
Yes, they are.
I think they've been doing this for like 5-6 years now. Social media has given everybody. I think people always felt this way or made these kind of comments in their homes. Nowadays, we have to be exposed to all of the garbage that they used to say in their homes now in public space. So I think that's one of the things. But I don't think anybody really feels like Nas Boy is in danger at this. Hopefully not.
That is what John Lennon thought, and then a crazy fan shot him.
It's not the same thing, please. And remember, John Lennon's time, there was no social media at this time, so it's different, please. And that was a fan, by the way. Let's not forget that John Lennon actually killed a John Lennon fan.
Right.
So I watched the podcast or the interview that Nas Boy with me. So this is what I always this is my own personal opinion. I always say that when there is when they throw that question at you, where you should pick between two people or two artists that actually, especially when it has to do with this whole feud thing, avoid, just let them look. When you get that artist in the studio, ask them this question that you want to ask them. But when they put you in that middle to say, who do you think was wrong, or and then you now go ahead and say this, even as right as you might seem, you will always attract this kind of issue. And if you see, when it comes to the matters of Wizkid, there's look, from, remember when Osage,
I knew that's
reference. It was deep. They don't play the Wizkid fans don't play with anybody. And this is not even just Wizkid fans. I want to say Wizkid fanatics. They don't play with anybody. When you see when they call themselves Wizkid FC. So, but sometimes I don't think it's the regular guys that go this far, go that deep. I think that there are other guys who really just want to mess things up just because they are Wizkid people. You understand? And whether they whether you call the bluff or whatever, it's still not right that you have to start sending messages to somebody, even to the extent of 10% that you're going to, take them out.
Do you think trolls understand that actually
No,
threatening
this is
someone's
beyond
life
trolling.
is actually illegal?
It's beyond trolling. This is not trolling at all. Trolling will just be talk. These are people who, I mean, I still go back to Osage's case. They literally went to Paul's office to to look for him. He had to take a back door to escape. It was that deep, So personally, even with the artists that I work with, I always say to them, when they ask you a question about, if you ask me a question about Timaya, no matter what I know about Timaya, I'm giving an example or two, but no matter what I know about any of these people or anybody, bro, get that guy into the studio and ask him these questions yourself. By the time they want to pitch you against this, because you're an artist, as an artist, tomorrow you want to work, or there might be an opportunity to work with the Wizkid himself, but because you have said one thing, because he said he doesn't want to work with you, this other person too, not because you have supported, just avoid answering questions about other artists on any interview, on any show. Avoid it. Journalists can talk. It's your job. You can say this and say that. Sometimes they don't take you seriously, but sometimes they also take you seriously. But me, I'm a music and Wizkid fan of his music, not even the person himself.
Right.
Do you understand? I like him. He's a cool guy. He's a chill guy. Do you understand? I like his music. But when it comes when it comes to whether will I be able to, will I fight for Wizkid? Will I go after somebody for saying something about Wizkid? Or as what? So people need to calm down. And a lot of times there are always faceless people, random people who want to come and start trade. Because if I can write if your name is let's say Christopher Twist, for instance, coming to talk to me and I see a picture, this is Christopher. Okay, it will be easy for me to say, okay, look, I report the person. But after that one, okay, but I mean, I just said report the person, but going by me, Silas,
whoa,
show me address. Let's talk one-on-one. So, but I'm just saying, but really, it's not right. It is wrong on every level for you to start sending somebody threat. Death threat. It's bad.
Anyway.
Right. Let's move on. And this is a flashback, a bit of a flashback on an older actress. Now, the Nollywood actress, or in that time it wasn't called Nollywood.
No, it definitely wasn't. I wasn't even Nollywood. It was TV. So
TV, exactly. So the actress who played Ovularia in New Masquerade has passed away. She was 81 years old. Her name was Elizabeth Evoeme. I recall a few years ago, there was a rumor of her death. Some person with evil intentions, sparked off a story that she had passed away. And I actually saw an interview she did saying, look, I'm alive. It's one of the most ridiculous things when people say someone's dead. But unfortunately, she's now passed away. And veterans like Jide Kosoko have paid tribute to her.
Shout out. I mean, yeah, so rest in peace. When you call the name, every time I feel like when you say Ovularia, don't stop there. You have to go to Ovularia, something, go the way of something 4:30. There's the way that Chief Zebediah used to,
okay.
So when you just say Ovularia, don't stop and you have to complete, so but anyway, just saying.
Yeah. I think when you consider that we've had several deaths from Nollywood this year at frankly ridiculous ages. This one kind of makes me feel a lot better. Like she lived a very great law. Yeah, that's it.
It's considered young, isn't it?
No,
I mean,
it's not.
Expectancy in Nigeria, but it's
no. I think anywhere. No. That's almost that's
Zibby,
that's 19 years before 100. That's very decent.
Wow.
Yes. I can assure you.
81. Come on.
Yeah. So people, I mean, we've heard people like Amechi, like Amechi Monogo, Mr. Ibu. Most people were not even 60.
Yeah, they were in their 60s, early 60s.
I don't think they were there.
I think
John Okafor was 61, I believe. Amechi Monogo was around.
Yeah. So 81. Believe me, it's. I think it's a death. It's a death.
It was not
But
bad.
I don't think it's it's terrible. This is the type that if the guys who are going to be at the printing press are going to do like that's that poster.
So call to glory.
Exactly, yes. A life
well
only.
spent.
Exactly, you know? So it's not an untimely thing at all. So yes, I think it's very, may she rest in peace.
Amen. And by the way, you can actually catch old episodes of the new Masquerade show on YouTube. I actually watched a few episodes yesterday and I
really?
was laughing. It was really interesting to see. All right, let's move on to our next story. Alibaba, the ace comedian. He's always described as the ace comedian.
Always.
I mean,
it's
the media. Yeah, it's the media.
You know what?
The
It's
media.
actually not on my script. I just added it because when I think of it,
Oh, that's really
Wow.
See, so I was right. No, you're journalism cliches.
well, he's dedicated his new babies. They are triplets, just like James, Oris, and I, the way we're sitting.
hopefully they have more in common.
That's true. But I mean, a while ago, he posted a picture and people assumed it was like an
Was it
April
prank or
April
something?
prank.
Yes. But apparently, yes, it's real. I mean, I'm not. I want to say I'm shocked, but I mean, good on the man. It just makes me feel like this news connects with the news we heard. I think that was last year, this year. I think it's last year.
About what?
About the two, what's it called? Al Pacino, I think.
Oh, yes.
Having a child.
Oh,
And Al
yeah.
Pacino as well, you know. So if you think, okay, this old, this is
These men are working.
Those are still rolling.
These old men they are doing things. White, black, Nigerian, American, you know, they're putting in the work. That's all I can say.
Wait, Alibaba is just 58 years old?
Oh,
Is that what you read?
you think that's just?
So that's what it is. Huh?
Yeah, I thought he was older.
No, so what does that
I would
have
have
to do with the
with
fact that this thing it will work till you pass away. I'm just saying, it will work till. I mean,
Anyway,
I've heard a story about a
yeah.
70-year-old man who they said, Baba, let them bring one young girl to be helping him in the house, and because he's alone. And after how many in fact, the child they had is over 20, maybe
Oh wow.
or something else.
From house help to housewife.
Shout out to all the guys.
Anyway,
in
yeah.
the world.
So I guess this gives credit to people that say, you know what, a man's job is never done.
Oh wow.
You heard that from Oris.
Hard workers. 0809-440-981. Let's see what Tayo is saying. Tayo says these fanatics on both sides need to calm down. Issuing death threats is fun and games until the police is inviting you for investigation. That's how some grown-ups in bracket Davido fans went to Wizkid's former house at Ojo Elegba. People need to mature up.
Just imagine.
Rest in peace of Gloria. God bless and comfort her family.
Yeah.
Alibaba, the ace comedian, again, is still keeping it real and dropping hat tricks because his talent can't be denied. The evidence is right there. Okay, and let's talk about piracy in Nollywood. Femi Adebayo, who may have been a victim of piracy, is now smiling happily to the bank because he's won 25 million naira after a 3-year court battle against the pirates.
This is such good news. For anybody who consumes Nollywood content on YouTube, you know that there a boatload of channels dedicated entirely to ripping Nollywood filmmakers off. You know, I think in this particular case, somebody had used, because I think this is probably about King of Thieves actually, or one of the other movies. Somebody had used like an image from his film to make it look like that was the film that was on the platform. So something entirely different.
Oh, so it was clickbait.
Yes, exactly. Yes, clickbait, you know, but infringing on somebody else's copyright. And I'm just happy that, you know, this man took it to court and, you know what, he stood there, like, you know, until we get a ruling. And so that's incredibly heartening. And I hope this means that everybody else is looking at this. Both people who own the copyright understand that, you know, you can get a positive judgment from our courts, one, except of course it's 3 years, but I mean, it's in terms of Nigerian legal system, that is still like a fraction of an eye, rather in the blink of an eye. Then the people who are also doing the piracy also understand, you know what, we will come after you. I think that right now, 25 million is a decent amount of money.
Absolutely.
So yes, so I think everybody else should be scared. Do not do something, because there are people who do it like with newer movies. It's ridiculous, you know. So yeah, so this gives me a lot of joy, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, if you go, you just mentioned some people who do it with the new movies. If you go to YouTube, you'll be amazed. There's some people are pirating stuff that there's, you know, right there on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, so this will serve, like they always say as a deterrent to
yes.
other people
Yes, another
who
journalism.
might have ideas, who
Another one.
might have ideas, to want to move things that are not theirs, intellectually. So, but yes, shout out and thank God, and shout out to the justice system
Yes, yeah, the
for
system, yes.
making this happen, and this is something that we want. I
need,
mean,
yes.
they can make it a bit faster.
Faster, yes.
Yeah.
indeed,
I mean, a 3-year court case can be draining. I can't even imagine.
Yes, it can. Yes, but yeah, I'm just happy that eventually the man got a positive, a solid. And I think the channel actually, by the way, is not only a small one, by the way, that did this thing.
Yeah.
I know about.
All right, so that money is definitely coming out.
So yeah, so it means to me that I hope smaller channels who also want to partake of these goodies of ripping off people understand that, you know what, you will be caught,
and maybe they should be thrown in some jail time too, not just.
Maybe I mean I haven't read the ruling. Maybe it was either this or something else, because that would be great, frankly, because I think people don't seem to understand that the law also applies online. I feel like people online. If you know what, I bet you can do anything you want. And piracy has been a big problem from the
exactly anonymous online. If they want to find you, they will find you.
Yes.
All right, I've got 30 seconds for the next story. Is this another instance of beef going too far? Drake security reportedly shot during a drive-by shooting at his home. Drake has been having a back and forth with other rappers. Kendrick most recently.
Yes, exactly.
Will Kendrick do this? I mean, he's from Compton.
We don't know yet, but we just talked about the whole Whiskey fan threatening somebody else. Not to talk about
Did Drake
America.
stage this? Is it possible Drake staged this shooting?
I doubt that. No, that's unlikely.
So.
Because
somebody was shot.
If it comes out that he did, it's incredibly damaging for his image. Everything. And again, to be fair, they did say that the person, this bodyguard who was shot, is undergoing treatment. So that seems unlikely if that was the case. So the real thing here is like, was this in any way related to the ongoing? Well, I don't know if it's ongoing. They pardon the beef. I'm not quite sure. But is it related to that particular? Hopefully not, because yes, it's not a very, very good look.
For either party, especially for Kendrick.
Yeah, we thought we had left all of this stuff back in the 90s with Park and Big. So you don't want to see something like that replaying in 2024. It's ridiculous. Just keep it to the songs and then we'll be fine.
All right, let's look at the messages we have coming through. We've got time for just about 2. Femi Adebayo, and this from Tayo, is reaping good from taking legal steps. Know your rights and call your lawyer. Nigerian judiciary is working now. Kudos.
Let's hope so.
The beef is real. These guys should stay protected. J. Cole is alive and well, in case anyone is asking, because life no get duplicates at all. Oluwaseyi says, stands for the record as some of the most stupid sets of Homo sapiens that have ever existed. Okay, whether it's the Swifties, the Beehive, or Whiskey FC, or 30 BG, what does Nicki Minaj call her people?
I don't know.
Oh, because those are another toxic set of vile humans on the internet.
The barbs,
right. Those people are everywhere.
There are also beehives.
Oh gosh, those ones are toxic. But the best set of fans on the internet?
Who are they?
My fans.
Hey. I'm thinking. Wait.
Only fans? Fans?
Oh my God.
Oris. That was Oris's voice, by the way. Oris, so only fans?
Let's move on from that.
Can you hear how happy he sounds?
Please.
He's so happy.
Please.
How much do you pay every month?
Enough.
All right. On that note, this show is over. It is
bye, everybody. Always just win the show. Bye, everybody.
Stay with us. There's a lot more to come on the Smooth Breakfast.
I cannot believe what we said on radio. Jesus. So